Hey guys, today is March the 20th of 2014. I want to go over the Euro USD and just give you my thoughts and my opinions. But know that this is an educational video only, so please consult a professional financial advisor. With that being said, let's get into the charts. Well, I got a couple of emails last night in regards to what my thoughts are in the Euro. I'll let you know right now. I am short um, the Euro, and I'm waiting to cover around 37.45, around there, 40, 45-ish. I'm short from this last candle right here. I had a sell order, 38.70-ish, around there. And with the news of the FOMC, triggered my sell order and just left it, and have my stop above at the high, which is 36.99. And I wanted to go a little more, and I'm going to cover, and then I'm just going to kind of go on the sidelines. I don't think, I don't think this means anything. This is just a little noise to me. The trend hasn't changed, but we are coming up to March to 21st. Could this is early? I don't know. You also notice I just put a 5 up there, so could this be the completion of wave 5? Uh, and I'm not no Elliott, technician. I just use simple logic on waves. From July 9th low, this is 0. First wave, 1, 2, 3. They say the third wave is bigger than most of these waves. So that made sense. 3, pull down, 4, and this was kind of sideways, chop, and you could conclude this is all 5. So is this a 5? And now we're going to do an A, B, C, and go down? I don't know. We'll find out. But just want to let you know that. That's why I put a 5 there. These little lines right here, these are stops. So if you are long and you're conservative, you use the ATR stop. You already got stopped out right there at that 3803. You would have 3800 would have been gone. If you're a little more riskier, you would have used a SAR or a percentage, and this is where you're at, and this could continue pushing down. But there's a one by one angle somewhere around here. That's why I have my cover order. It hasn't hit it yet. It's kind of bouncing up, but we'll see. And then if you're short, the same thing applies to the top. You take the high. I was short from the low on the candle of the 18th, right there. Um, I would normally put it, on the high part of the swing, or if you want to be a little more conservative, you could put it right, on the candle you were short. So nonetheless, that's what you see right there, and this is seasonal dates. The 6 worked out great. It was a nice pop. The 13 was awesome. It put the high, and then we have the 21st. So is this gonna just go, chop around here, and on the 21st spike up, you know, and squeeze out all the early bears? I don't know. And then trend, lower. We'll see. I was expecting more, the 21st to kind of linger around there and make probably even spike up, and then by the 21st. But you can't predict price, that well. The euro's going to do what it's going to do. Um, so it logically sold off, and the dollar got a spike. And now we're here, and now we got this seasonal date, which is the 12th, and the 22nd, which is a cluster. It gets 2 hits. So it should be interesting what we're going to have right here. So let's get into it. My Gann swing bar says it's still in an uptrend. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but it is what it is. If we continue one more day to the downside, then the trend uh, could possibly turn. But as of now, uh, this is something I always follow. These are kind of my rules that I set. My trading, I could scalp and get a couple of pips here and there, but you know the main logic is that the trend is still to the upside. But you know you consider facts. You know you got to consider also that this could be a possible wave five, and this could be now. Now if it was here, you know you're still on an uptrend because you're on between wave three and now setting four, and but now here you're getting toppy. So um, you could be a little more loose and be like, okay, this could probably be a top. So I could probably hold on to this short and see what happens. But we'll see. But I want to be conservative and hit my target cover and then kind of see if it retraces. And if there's a failed new high and there's weakness, if it goes like up here, up here, and then fails or something, and then goes down like that, then I'll write it down. Then I'll probably continue doing its thing to the downside. But that's where we're at right now. All right, so price retracement wise, you got to watch out for the 50% from the swing. That's at 37.21. That could be a possible target. That's the halfway point. You crack through the 75, which is at 38.43, and the 25 from this swing and this swing. So your closest target would be 37.72. Still, keep adding. You got a 25% from this swing right here. That's at 37.51. So it almost kind of bounced off to that, but not really. There is a 1x1 angle right here, which is this chart right here. So that's my target. That's what I'm expecting to for it to get hit, and then I'm gonna cover, and then I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. If it starts trending lower, then it could probably hit this 50 simple moving average, which is the 3700, and then maybe go back up and retrace and maybe test the 20, or maybe test this angle, or this angle right here, or any of these angles, and then if it fails to make a new high and it's struggling and it starts turning, that could probably be a good indicator that or it could just go sideways. It could go either or. But, looking at where the euro's at right now, it could possibly turn. So let's continue. This is going to be a short video. I'm just going to show you, because I'm going to do a video maybe later tonight and really, dig into the, price action and use other calculations. I'm just using this chart. So yeah, so this remains. These are your two levels, 37.51 and 37.21 you want to keep an eye on as of today or now. See any retracement levels. So you can see these are all swings that I just want to look at where the heavy ones are at. There's a few big ones over here. There's a yeah. This big one right here that is going to probably pop up. I know it looks colorful. There you go. 38.48 is a 50% from a big swing, and you can see that we were holding it as support. We failed it, and we were trying to get right back above, and we failed, and we came down even stronger. So that 38.40 came down with some vengeance. I was thinking that if it was going to last night get up to 38.60, it was going to go and maybe retest this top, but it never got to 38.60, which is a good thing. So yeah, so these are the levels you want to keep an eye on today, depending on what the euro does. But 37.51, 37.21 support, and if it goes through there, your next level will probably be 36.64 all the way to 36.30. You got a cluster here, and there's another 50% right there. Resistance above is going to be that 38.60 right now. 38.43, 38.40. It's a big 50% level right there. All right, so that's just price retracement levels, and those are from major swing points that I chart. Just want to take them all out so I could clear this. Okay, the next thing is Andrew's pitchfork. You can see I originally had this over here because this was the channel I was watching for weakness, and it came all the way from right here. So you can see that it was hovering right here, and I had a short order yesterday, hoping that it was going to crack and go down with Momo, and it did. And it cracked the Andrews. I was keeping an eye on this because if it was going to hold this, then I was just going to cover right away because it was just going to bounce right back up. But it failed this, and it pushed even lower. So then the next thing you want to do is now extend it. So now since this channel got violated, you go now to the bigger channel, and you go to the biggest pivot point, and then you go down here, and then you work your way backwards. So right now you see it makes sense that if it's going to find support, it might find it there, and that's where my 1x1 angle is with this Andrews pitchfork. So it all makes sense that that's where I want to cover, and it might blow right through it, but chances are it might turn around back up and get above there, and then kind of retrace, give it a more what they call a retest. Like, all right, we want to see if we could get back above the 36.99, but if we can't, then it could just fail. But if it's gonna continue this bull trend, it could shoot up and continue going higher. Next thing is this other Andrews pitchfork right here. It failed it. So that was a good sign to momentum to the downside. That's a key swing Andrews pitchfork. Then I have another one that's right here, and it failed it too. So it might try to want to get up there and see if it could get up there. If not, it could probably fail and then push lower, or it could continue going up and maybe test this Andrews, and if it can't get above it, go down. So I'm just showing you, a case, I guess, for the bears. If the bulls can't take it up, there's going to be some major resistance. There's another Andrews pitchfork here. This is a big one. That's right. They're all broken down by level. These are more, thin, so they're important, but not as important. The bigger they are, the bigger the support. So that's why you see them in different sizes. So this one is I think actually the biggest one I have. And that's all the way down here, so you don't have to worry about it. I just have it there, so when we do get there, I want to see what the euro is going to do. And I think that's it for the Andrews pitchfork. You can see that we're between here and here. We hide this now. If you guys have been watching my videos, I've been telling you that you should have tightened your stop once it hit that 36.99. If you do a ABC pattern, you can see that you hit the target right here, and I'll just extend this. You hit a target of 39.37, which is your 100% from an A, B, C pattern, and it went all the way up to 39.66, and then kind of hovered around there in these candles right here, and then it went down, try to hold up the 65%, and you see that it went to 38, 34-ish around there, and couldn't get above it on the pyramid, and then it shot right back down. So you see that someone's doing now the reverse from this move. You see how the color grid is from here to here? That was especially here, that was your profit taking right there. And now this is another level you probably might want to watch, is that 37.39, which is a 33% from the low. And then this is your pivot low right here, swing low. So right now we can do an ABC to the downside because we want now this euro to do an ABC like this, A to B to C. Wherever that C is going to be, and you can speculate, with all the Andrews angles and everything. And once you have a failed new high, then you can project to see where it's going to be to the downside. So So I already have it set. I'm just waiting for the seat to set up, and then maybe load up, and maybe not load up, but get in another position, and wait till my Gann swing bar confirms now that we're into the downside. We were 46 days into this swing, maybe a little shorter now because 44. This is 45, 46. So it's pretty big long swing, pretty long. I think the longest we've gone 30, 33. Actually, maybe this is probably the longest. Going all the way back to the 724 swing. Yeah, this is actually the biggest one. So it was due. That was 34 days. Yep. 46 days. So it shows you something. Just delete that. So yeah, so that's what I'm waiting for right now to set up here, and waiting for the Gann chart to give me the green light. Then now, it's a good possibilities not to like short to the downside. So a lot of things are lining up. Possible fifth wave. If you look at my other videos, at 36.99 is a 360 degree from a vibration on the seventh vibration level with the EURUSD. You need to just catch up with the videos, and you can see why why my theory is behind that. So we'll see. If there's anything else I want to show. That's it. Today and tomorrow is the seasonal date on the equinox. So WD Gann said that this is a day you need to watch because there's possible change in trend, and we'll see what's going to happen. You got the 21st, which is tomorrow. Want to see what the euro is going to do tomorrow, so I'm going to be watching it closely. Could probably pop, and maybe do a head fake and kind of hover around here and maybe try to trap some more bulls and then maybe turn. Or I could just continue going up, or I could just go sideways. And then you also have the 22nd. These are the dates I have on the March. The ones in red means that they were duds. Nothing really happened, or it was just not what I was looking for. Either a pop or some volatility, or maybe a pivot high or pivot low. So you can see that there's more red than green. The green was the good ones, which that was a spike that confirmed the seasonal date on the 6th. That was a nice cluster. The 5th was a pivot low, which I had with my geometry, and then the 7th was a high. The 7th was what, right here, and then we kind of chopped and then made a high on the 13th, and we don't have a 13th here. And then I have these 1460. So this was chop, nothing really happened. And then I have the 21st. So I had it as a question mark, is it going to make a top on that day? Looking at it right now, maybe not, because it's just so sunk in, but we'll see. Maybe it could be a low on the 21st and maybe just go up. And maybe then turn south on one of these dates. So I don't know. We got the 28th, which has a cluster of 3. And we also have the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And these are 2-day hits. So it's either 24th, 25th, 25th, 26th, or 27th, 28th. This is the only one with 2-day hits, a 2-day window. And you got the 29th right here. And this is today's date, the 20th. So we'll see how this will work out. I don't think there's going to happen anything here, but I just wanted to highlight it that I had it there. I think that's it. This is where it's at right now with the euro. You feel the 20. If you go to this is where I'm going to cover. You're probably going to go and maybe get down to all the way to 3,700, the 50, and then maybe try to retrace up, or maybe continue going low. We'll see. I hope this video helps. One thing I want to show you, right? This is what I'm also keeping an eye on. That's why, we're getting close to a turn. It's one of the signals that I use. It's called the Fisher signal. You see that we cracked to 38.56 right here. That's the key level right there. You got the 50% right here. But see this right here? This is building up to look like this. Once I get the purple signal here, then I'm sure the Gann swing and everything is gonna start to line up. But it's already getting there. So once I get that, the Gann swing confirming, PPS sell signal on weekly, it's gonna look really good to the downside. But as of right now, you cracked the 20, haven't failed the 50 yet. You failed the 50 here, you got the 20 up here. You just hit a linear regression channel, so that there's already support here. Will it flush a little more? It could. And if it continues, going higher, I might just cover, but I'm just waiting for my target to get hit, and then I'm just gonna wait for a retracement to go back up, and then see what happens with the euro. You can see that there was a squeeze play set up here from what day? The 18th, giving you already a hint that there was a possibility that with the FOMC that there was going to be a spike to the downside. And then you got the green signal here, which is today, but it was building up to the downside. So if you're risky, you would have been like, all right, this is gonna go down, and it worked out great. But right now you're at support. You got this 50% level right here, 37.29, linear regression right there. Full moon. So this kind of went up on, right at the full moon or right after it, and then we got hit. We got the equinox right here, and you got the new moon coming up here, the 28th, 28th, 31st, or whatever, and then maybe 28, 29. So should be interesting. Doesn't mean that it could just tank right here. It could probably do one last gasp of air, and then maybe somewhere around here fail and then just go down. So we'll see. Hope this helped, and I'll make a better video tonight, of looking at everything. This is just more like chart base, and make some pips. Peace.